Well, hey, and welcome to another week of Central Reads, our 2024 Bible reading plan. This is a big week for our Bible reading plan because this is the week that we turn the page. We are on the first week of July. Happy July, by the way. We're reading, this is an interesting week of reading also, because we're finishing off 1 Corinthians. We're reading 6 chapters from the book of Joshua, and then we are dipping our toe into the book of Judges. So this is a fascinating week of reading. Make sure to check the Bible Projects videos that I'll post up on Facebook and on the website, because they are very helpful, especially, the 1 Corinthians one you might have already watched. Watch it again. Joshua and the Judges, they're just fascinating, and they're so helpful to understanding kind of where we are in the story. This week in 1 Corinthians, we are starting July off with a bang. 1 Corinthians 13, you've heard it 1,000 times at weddings and things like that. This is, love is patient, love is kind, that whole thing. It's an amazing, to put it in a mirror and ask yourself, am I patient? Am I kind? Things like that. But then 1 Corinthians 14 is this really interesting thing about how we use our gifts and what are our gifts for. And then you get 1 Corinthians 15, which, to be honest, is one of the most stunning chapters in the entire New Testament. Clearly, the Corinthians were struggling with this idea of resurrection, and I guess we all do, because I think the impact and the power and the importance and the centrality of the resurrection, we haven't even begun to touch it. But Paul explains a little bit about resurrection in really kind of unique material there in 1 Corinthians 15. And then the stories from Joshua are just kind of fundamental, kind of great stories for the people of Israel. It's important that we're familiar with those, like the story of Rahab, for instance. And then the little toe dip into Judges with the little story of Gideon. Just kind of fascinating. This is a really exciting, interesting, different week of reading. We're reading very different things. Some of it's well-known, some of it's not well-known. But I want to encourage you, if you've kind of fallen off the reading plan, hey, it's the second half of the year, the second half of the plan. Get back on board with the second half, starting with July 1st. And as always, let me know if you have any questions, if you want to learn more, talk more, stop by, email me, or whatever it might be. All right, have a good week of reading.